Danielle is here. Danielle, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Well, let's just jump into some questions. Okay.
Okay.
So you were on the quarantine, right? The
Yes.
quarantine edition
Yes.
with Tony. So what is your current status with Tony?
Tony? I don't have no Tony.
Tony. Okay. Who are you on 90? Or who are you on the quarantine with?
I was on quarantine with my family.
Okay. So you're not. Are you dating anyone right now?
No, I'm not dating no one right now.
No one. Okay.
No one.
What is your current? Are you DMing with anyone?
No.
No. Are you just wanting to be single?
Right now, I'm just single. I
Okay.
haven't found the one that interests me yet.
No. Are you getting hit up a lot in the DMs?
Oh, yes. A lot. And a lot of them are from overseas.
So when you get on this show and then these international guys know that you can't. Okay, guys, I thought I saw an article about her with the Tony, so they're laughing at me already. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore them. I'm trying my best to keep up with everything. So okay, so when you go on this show, then you get all these international guys that hit you up, and they're like,
Yeah.
what are they? Do they go right to marriage?
Oh, yeah. A lot of them say they want to marry me. They say they love me. And all kinds of stuff out there.
Okay, now none of them interest you?
No.
No.
I'm
Okay.
not interested in doing another visa process right now.
No. Okay. So are you mostly interested? When you get interested, would it mostly be American men?
More than likely, yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
you don't want to go through this again.
No.
I gotcha. Now, what about Mohamed? Do you talk to him at all?
I have talked to him. We started talking back in February, and we talk once or twice a week, just checking in to see how each other are.
Just checking it.
Yeah.
But you have a little interest in him?
No.
No.
That's done and over with. Been there, done that.
Okay, so they're just nice,
Yeah.
like texts, just checking in.
Yep.
Now, let's say Mohamed said that he would like to get back together, would you ever consider it?
No.
No.
Nope.
Never again. No.
Never again.
Okay. How was the sex with Mohamed? Was it good?
It was okay.
It was okay?
Yeah. I'm not gonna trash him.
Okay. Okay. So you've had better.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm so happy that you answered that. I was like, you know what? I saw that you liked some of the interviews, and I was like, I gotta throw something at her. I'm glad that you have. Okay, so it was okay. You don't want to trash them, but you've had better.
Yeah.
You're so fun already. Okay, so I think that you already addressed this, but what is this article that came out a few weeks ago with Soap Dirt released an article saying that you hooked up Laura with the sugar daddy from Ecuador that you had the hots for? Is that true? Are you hooking up your friends with sugar daddies from Ecuador?
No.
No.
I was friends with the person first. Okay.
Okay.
And Laura, yeah, it turned ugly fast.
Can you tell? So you're friends with this guy from Ecuador, and he's willing.
Not from Ecuador. He's from the U.S.
Okay, but he's a pretty much a sugar daddy. He's willing to spend money on women.
He's not a sugar daddy. He's just he's well off, but he likes to help people because he grew up in poverty, and now he's well off, and he helps all of his friends.
All his female friends, mostly?
No, he helps male friends.
He just like gives them money, and then does Laura need money? Is that why you helped her?
Yes, Laura needed money.
Did he give her money? Do you know?
I know of twice he gave her money.
So this guy, Laura needed some money. You know this guy that lives in the U.S. that has money that helps people out. So you just said, "Hey, Laura, if you need some money, here's a friend of mine." Does he get anything in return?
No, he don't get anything in return.
What?
No.
He's just giving out money. So have you ever taken money from him?
Yes, he has helped me in the past.
Now, is there any qualification? Like, is it just you could just go in and be like, "Hey, I need some money," and he just gives it to you, or do you have to be Danielle's friend?
You have to be his friend, and you have to have a good reason why you need the money.
Okay. What do you know? What Laura needed the money for?
Rent and groceries.
Really?
Yeah.
And then is that pretty much what you needed the money for too? Just
He has helped me in the past with some bills, and he bought me a car when Mohamed first left.
bought you a car?
Yeah, it was a used car. It was a used car. It was
Oh,
a car to get me from point A to point B.
what kind of car was it?
It was a Hyundai Civic.
A Honda Civic. Like, how many years old was it?
It was like a 2000.
Oh, and that was
Yeah.
in what year was that? Like 2015, or was it 10
He
years
got
old?
it in 2016.
So you got you a car that's 16 years old, but it's a Honda and it works. And you're just
Yeah,
like, hey, I need a car, and he drops a
yeah,
couple grand.
yeah, yeah.
What a great friend, huh?
Yes.
Danielle, it's great you found one of those, and
Yes.
you don't even have to do anything. No sexual acts or sexting or nothing.
Nope.
Just hey,
Nope.
give me a used car. That's
Yep.
awesome. So that's actually, and I know we're having fun, but in all reality, and we talk about this sometimes when I go live, like it's difficult for you. Like, so you don't get paid a ton of money for
No.
being on the show, and people
No.
think that, oh, you're on TV, Danielle, you're super rich. You get like what, a couple? I mean, how much money do you get from an episode or a season?
I can't disclose that, but I would say it's close to around 10,000 if you are in all the episodes for the season.
You get 10,000 total,
Yeah.
and for like
But you have
$1,000.
to be in every episode, you know.
Wow, so you get like $1,000 an episode.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. See, and that's what I it's a little lower than I thought, you know. I mean, and then, but and then at the end, because this has been coming up a lot, where people can't do the interview because they're like, oh, they're holding my payment. Do you get it basically whatever episode that you're in, you get $1,000 or whatever, and then they hold it. They don't give it to you every week. They give it to you at the end of the season, right?
When I first started, when I first started in 2014, we got half of it up front and half at the end of the season. And they
Okay.
hold it so if you break your NDA, you don't get the rest of your money.
That's what, yeah, and that's what I've been telling people because I know that we had a couple people that we had lined up, and then they were like, I don't think I can do it. So because they're holding like $5,000, so it's not worth losing $5,000 to do an
Yeah.
interview. So
Yeah.
you break your NDA, and that NDA does that last what 3 months after
It's
or
9 months after
9 months.
the last episode.
9 months, yeah. So basically,
And more likely they re-sign you after that for like specials, so you really can't go talking off. I have done it long enough. I know what to not talk about.
hmm yeah, and that's what I'm saying for a lot of because everyone, you know, I did 6 interviews with 6 of the current cast from the what's that one? Jeez, there's so many. I think it was before the 90 days.
Yeah, before the
Jeez.
90 days.
Yeah, and then they're like, you know, that's what I'm saying. They're like, well, we gotta wait, and then they're like 9 months. So it's just ridiculous. So they don't pay you till 9 months after.
Yeah.
Oh my God! So they give you $5,000 up front, and then they just
Yeah.
hold the. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you? And the guys too, for you know, in their defense, like, what are you gonna do? Go wait tables or something? You know what I mean? Like, you can't be seen because
See,
everyone.
I still have my job. I've always had a job. Even doing the show, I've always kept my job. I've never quit my job. I've always kept it because you can't live on not knowing if you're going to be filming again.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So now, were you someone told me that you were like the original romance scam, right? Is that true? Because you know I'm new to watching the show.
I am from season 2, and when we did season 2, that's when the show really took off. And a lot of people say it's because of my Mohamed story, it took off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, because I told like 5 people. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
it's Danielle. And they're like, oh my God, I love Danielle. You know, so everyone, yeah. So, but how did so he scammed you. So, and then you watched this last, you watched the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you watched the last, before the 90 days. So
Yeah.
who got scammed? Because you know the game. Lisa, Usman, you know, I mean, who got David? Like, who got scammed this last season?
I think David. I think
Yeah.
David did,
Oh,
and Yolanda.
David and Yolanda. Yeah, but they're saying Yolanda was the whole thing was just to promote her book.
I
There
mean,
was
Yolanda's story from the beginning, the simple fact that the guy did not FaceTime her, that was a big red flag.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, do you think that is it true that a lot of people? What do you think about David or Usman and Lisa? Do you think there's any scamming going on there?
I don't think there's any scamming going on. I just think they both need to work out their issues. I mean, because he's a singer and he's going to have a following no matter what. And she's going to have to learn to accept it and deal with it in order to make it work. Because he's going to have a following as long as he's in the music.
Right.
And then
Okay.
she needs to learn not to tell a lot of people her business.
So Lisa's saying too much. Is that
Yeah.
yeah? Because that's difficult too. Is you get all worked up and then you don't know how to deal with all this, and then it's
Yeah.
like you start going at people who are just doing it for attention, and then you give them the satisfaction. So so the only now, do you think that TLC is hiring actors?
I don't think they're necessarily hiring actors. I think because I know the process that I went through, I had to submit an email telling about our story and gave pictures and stuff like that. You do like 4 or 5 Skype interviews and then they choose which couples. And I just think they're picking some couples that do have a following from other things that they're doing.
Right. Okay. So they're not like the show essentially, from your opinion, the show is not fake.
No.
No. But they do, you know, the producers do push you in a certain direction to get
Yeah.
like what they want. So they don't they don't stage things and say, "Hey Danielle, say this," you know.
No.
But if
The producer will ask a question to lead the conversation, and wherever the conversation goes, that's where it goes.
right. Okay. Yeah, that's what I suspected. They'll try to stir stuff up, and
Yeah.
if they don't get the reaction, they'll be like, "Talk about this." You know,
Yeah.
let's have and then you do that for the camera.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I appreciate it, but you do think, Yolanda and David was just a scam.
There's no way if I was David, I'd throw away that kind of money on a woman that you only talk to on a nap.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So that one's not going to work out. So if you had to choose one guy to date from the last cast, because it doesn't look like it worked out with any of them, from the last cast of Before the 90 Days, which guy would you choose?
That would be a toss-up between Tom and Ash.
Oh, you like Tom?
Yes, Tom's an okay guy.
Yeah. Okay, a toss-up between Tom.
And I do not care for him because of the simple fact he embarrassed Rose on national TV. He could have handled those situations better. He could not have brought up about her breath stinking or shaving her legs in front of the camera. That's that's what I'm calling for.
That's where he lost. That's where he lost everybody. Now, have you talked to Tom or Ash? Have you had a conversation?
No, I haven't talked to neither one of them.
What if this is it? I mean, we could use this. This could be the start of the relationship. Tom or Ash. So there's not a little bit more for one or the other.
No.
Equally.
Because I've seen, I mean, like Tom has called Darcy fat, and that's not okay.
I'm fat. I'm fat. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we stick together. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
And then Ash, he said he was single when he was talking to Avery. So it's like.
Yeah. I will tell you that Tom is not a real fat shamer. he said that you put on weight. He did explain to me that Tom, we hung out, and he never made me feel fat when I was around. So it could have been a bad edit. Just sticking up for Tom. Okay. Now, who do you talk to? If you don't talk to them, what cast members, like, do you talk to anyone from the new cast or no?
Not anyone from the new cast.
Okay. So then, who are your friends from 90 Day that you...
Let's see, I've talked to Pal, I've talked to Molly, Darcy, Patrick, Dusty, a couple times I've talked to him. So yeah, some of the older cast I've talked to.
But like, who's your best friend that pretty much, like, who's your closest person that's a cast?
I really don't have a close person as far as the cast. I mean, I'm just mutual with everyone.
Yeah.
I tried to keep my circle small to the people that I know, like my family and friends and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, do the foreigners, you mentioned about you guys getting paid that way. Like, do the foreigners get paid differently, or is it all the same? Do you know anything?
When the foreigners in the U.S., the foreigner doesn't get paid until after they get the work permit.
Okay. So, like Rose, for example, right? So, I mean, Rose, like, when and how is she going to get paid for
From what
what?
I understand, if they film in another country, the foreigner can get paid. But when they're filming in the U.S., only the U.S. citizen gets paid unless they have the work permit.
So, are you saying that they don't get paid at all?
No. When Mohamed first got here, I was the one that got paid until after he got his work permit and had his Social Security number. Then he started getting paid.
Wow.
So the first season, I'm the one that got paid.
Really? So essentially, they're doing this show. The foreigners are doing this show for no money. They're really.
But see, I shared the money with Mohamed because we were living together. So.
Okay. Wow, that's an interesting. That I did. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people knew because, so they're really in it for either love or green cards. Yeah. They're not in it to make a quick check. Yeah. Because $10,000 in some of these places would go a long way. Yeah. Wow, so you have to be that. That is fascinating.
Yeah. And the U.S. When they come to the U.S., they're not allowed to work until after they do the adjustment of status and get the work permit.
Wow.
That's why that is here. But when they go overseas to film, like for the other shows, like Before the 90 Days and the other way, they get paid because they're in their country and they're able to work.
Okay. Wow. Huh. Well, that is interesting. Okay. Now, Danielle, would you ever consider doing an OnlyFans account?
No.
No? No? Not even a little bit?
No.
No. It's a good way to make money. You can buy you can buy your own Honda Civic. Yeah. Just take your shirt off. Yeah. Okay. Have people asked you, like, does that come up, like, where they said they'd pay for you to do things like that? Stuff that would be on OnlyFans?
No, because I do my Cameo, so I get money from that. And
right.
People, they have met up with me, and they usually pay for dinner or something when I meet up with them. Because where I live, it's a tourist area, and because we have a big amusement park here and a lot of water parks. So a lot of people come to the area, and they always ask me to meet up with them. Okay,
so you're saying the fans will contact you and say, what city do you live in?
Sandusky.
Sandusky, Ohio? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I'm from Buffalo. I know where that is. Okay, so then when fans say, hey, I'm in the Sandusky area, they'll take you to dinner?
Dinner or lunch.
And you're like, yeah, and then they'll pay for your dinner and lunch.
Yeah.
Now, are these just, like, how are these fans, or are these guys that are like, hey, can I take you to dinner?
It's fans.
It's fans. So it's just fans saying, and you'll do it? Really? Just say, yeah, I'll go to lunch with you. Yeah. I mean, what if they're crazy people? Because I'm not trying to be mean to people.
That's why I meet in a public place.
Because they're nuts. Danielle, I'm new to this fan base. They're crazy as hell. Yeah. Yes. I mean, they're committed. They're very, but some of them are a little, some of these, yeah.
Some of them go overboard. Some of them, they will look up court records. They will look up addresses. They will contact family members. Yeah, I've seen it all.
They contact your family?
Yes, in the very beginning, I had people contact family members.
And what did they say? I like your
Just
sister or
trying
whatever.
to find out information about me so they can post.
So they could post. Oh, okay. Now, how? Let me just ask one more question. Like, give me one awkward encounter, like, because that's a big risk. Like, I'm nobody, and I don't think I would do that. So it's like you're gonna go to lunch with a fan. I mean,
I've
what is?
never had any awkward encounters meeting someone at a restaurant because they're usually civil and on their best behavior. Now, I've been to the grocery store. Oh, I know the awkward one.
Okay.
I was at Cedar Point one time. I was in the restroom. Someone waited outside my restroom stall for me to come out. Yes. Because they recognized me.
So you were in there doing your business. You open up the stall door, and they're right there.
Yes.
And what do they want? Like, did they just want a conversation or a picture in the bathroom?
They just wanted a conversation and a photo.
Did you take the picture in the bathroom?
No, I did not do that.
Oh my God.
And then I've had people chase me down in Walmart too. To
Oh.
to me.
And do they want to like just talk about the show? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
They just want to go on and on about
Yep.
their thought. Oh, okay. Were you going number 1 or number 2? No, I'm
I
sorry.
don't remember.
I'm wondering if there's a question I could ask that you want. Oh my God, you're funny. Okay, well let's talk about it. And everyone, I asked this question to everyone. Now you're so fun, but do you get a lot of hate in your messages? And have you ever gotten any death threats?
I've never gotten any death threats, but I do get a lot of hate. And the first season, I ended up going to counseling over the negativity and the hate.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you revealed that? Is that like, have you ever mentioned that?
Yes, I've revealed it a couple of times that I went to counseling. Because
Yeah.
you have no one to navigate you on what's going to happen once you
Right.
appear on TV.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't take it no more because you read so much of the negativity and the hate, it starts getting to your self-esteem and affects
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I mean, and I understand that. Yeah, that's difficult, and there's really no way. You know, I do interviews. People ask me. You know, I go on other people's shows, and they're like, and I tell them, I was like, you know, fame is so much harder to manage than money. Money's easy. There's people that know how to put money in different places and invest things. There's really not any way to prepare you for for
there's
fame.
not.
And even if, yeah, it's just, there's no way. You just got to jump in and be like, well, deal with it. Find a way to deal with it. You know, and fame is so hard to manage. Yeah, so I can understand that, you know, and people don't realize they're just doing it for attention. They're trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
And then, but it really does hurt. So I could see that. Now, are you, do you smoke? You smoke cigars?
No.
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 I smoked this and meth, and that's it. So that's it. Just they're both very okay. So do you? What about The Other Way? Are you watching The Other Way?
Yes.
Okay. Now this show, and I'm not trying to upset anyone. This one's a boring one, unless I'm wrong. I mean, is it boring? Like, whose storyline are you watching, and you're like, oh my God?
I
Like,
like Jenny and Smith's storyline. And I think the lady that's going to Ethiopia, I think her storyline is going to be good.
okay. Which storyline do you think they need to just get rid of? Like, you could do without?
Oh no, because we've only seen 2 episodes
Oh, okay.
already. So
But you think it'll like turn? You think that those storylines you mentioned those are gonna be the ones?
yeah.
Okay. So those ones will make it, because it's got to get better, right? I mean, because I didn't watch the beginning of this last before the 90 days, but it got good. You know what I mean? It was like, wow, I got into it. Yeah. So it starts off slow. So you think people should just stick with it?
Yeah.
So what about Pillow Talk? Like, you were on Pillow Talk for like a few episodes, and then you disappeared.
Yeah.
One episode?
Yeah, one episode.
One episode, and then you disappeared. What happened with that?
It had to do with because they were behind on filming Pillow Talk, and then there was logistics with cast and all that. So it just depends on who can film and who can't film, and how far they're behind on who gets to be on Pillow Talk.
But were you expecting? I mean, were they like, "Hey, you're on Pillow Talk for the season," and they just took you off? I mean, it was so quick.
We were supposed to be on a couple episodes, and then it just things happened, and then they didn't film us no more.
Okay. I mean, but do you want to be on the show again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm from quarantine.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, but you would if they said, "Hey, okay, Danielle, we want you to be on Pillow Talk." You know, you want to do it. It was just a filming thing. So we might see you on it in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have plans to be on another 90 Day Fiance show like in the future?
I can't say.
Good say. Don't worry. I wouldn't say anything, but it's just between us. But yeah, okay. So probably because I mean I'm not speaking for you. I'm just saying. I mean, really, what else are they going to do? There's enough to go around for everybody. Yeah. Okay. Now, of the whole franchise, which 90 Day Fiance cast member is your least favorite?
Ed.
Ever on the show?
Yes.
You have that much hatred for him?
Yes, Ed.
You just because of what he said to Rose, or is it also
what he said? Because I've been in that position that Rose has been being embarrassed by the guy on TV for saying bad stuff, and it's hard to live down once they cross that line.
Yeah.
Because I still get bothered about the things that Mohamed said about me on the tell-all.
Oh, really? And
Yeah,
what? How many?
Bring it up.
You'll bring it up to him on the phone?
No, I mean fans will still bring it up.
Oh,
in
fans will bring it up
in messages.
And how long ago was that?
That was 3 years ago.
3 years ago. So, for those of us that might not know what happened, what happened on the? I missed that one episode. What happened on the? What did he do?
Mohamed said that no man would ever want to sleep with me on the tell-all. Yeah.
He did?
Yes.
What a douche. But he did sleep with you, and you said the sex wasn't even that great. Yeah. So you know what? He deserves that. I know you were trying to be nice. Well, that's rude.
Yeah.
I missed one. Oh my God. So the fans support you though. They come in and say, they come in and say, they'll support what you. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So then, as far as what do you do? I got a couple questions here. You did so good. Oh my God, Danielle, you're so fun. Danielle, please sign. Okay. The questions are okay. So we'll lighten it up. You got through all the tough questions. That was fun. So what are you doing? Like, so you can't say what shows that you're going to be on now. Are you allowed to be on other reality shows or no?
No, because I'm still under contract.
So you're stuck. I mean, really, because I've been kind of exposing some things about how this goes for you guys because it's not really cool. But when you sign up and you get in this, you are kind of stuck. You're stuck in this franchise. Yeah. You can't just go out and do Dancing with the Stars or whatever.
No, not without their permission.
Wow. And then, do they ever give permission to do anything?
I had permission 2 weeks ago to do an interview with the New York Post, but TLC was on the other line too. So,
what about the Domenick Nati Show? Do they give permission to do that?
No, because we kept it a secret.
Yeah, we did it. Oh my God, Danielle, I love you. You are like my absolute favorite right now. We did it. We're like rebels. We're breaking, you know what I mean? It's like we're committing a crime right now. Yeah. Okay. So, So then what is the guy that you're looking for? You said American guy, what, tell me about, what qualities would you be looking for?
Someone that they have to work. They have to be able to accept my kids and my grandkids.
Yeah.
And they have to be able to accept what I'm doing with my career in college and stuff like that.
Okay. Because obviously money does not mean much because people are buying you things and you're like, meh, yeah, just buy
Yeah.
my friend, buy Laura some stuff too. Yeah. It's not about money. It's about accept.
Yeah.
But there's nobody that you've met that you're like, you know what, this guy, I think he'd be the one.
Nope.
No. Is it
Nope.
difficult? Is it difficult to
It is
meet people?
difficult because you have to figure out who wants to get to know you for the right reasons. Because you got people that, like, I get people that want a green card. You know they want a green card because the first thing right out of their mouths is they want to marry me, and they don't even know me.
That's not. That's not very good game.
And then you got ones they just want to get to know you, so they think they can try to be on TV with you. So,
Yeah, because that's got to be a thing too, right? So it's like these guys really they just want to come on and so you got to weed that out too, where it's like,
and it's hard to weed out at times.
Right, because they seem sincere in the beginning, and then they're like, well, what do? They just start asking about being on TV.
Yep.
Oh, really? So you'll be talking to someone, going back and forth.
The one season that I did, What Now? I was supposed to meet up with a guy in Maryland, and he kept bugging me to come to my hotel room at 2:00 in the morning. And I told him no, because this was only my second time meeting him, and I told him no, he wasn't coming. He'd have to wait until we met up for the date. Well, he got mad because I wouldn't let him come to my hotel room, so he decided not to film. But then I was trying to get him to film, and he kept saying he wanted money to film. So after that, I was like, oh, nope, never mind.
So, so the night before, he wanted you.
Yeah.
And then, he wanted to have sex with you at the hotel.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no. And then he was like, well, you can film. And then he was like, well, then I need money for that.
Yeah.
But he wanted to smash the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was not having no one come to my hotel room on the second time meeting them.
Okay.
And I had been up like at 6 a.m. that the day before, and I drove 6 hours. So I was like, no, I'm going to bed when I get there.
So Danielle does not like the nail and bail. That's not your thing. No,
Nope.
no, you don't. You like to get to know them. Okay, and then these. But no prospects. No one. Everyone's. They either want to smash, they want a green card, or they want to be on TV.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my God, Danielle, you are the best. Oh, okay, that is awesome. Okay, so you're watching the shows now. You might just want to recap. You might. We're going to see you again in the future, probably, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and then what are you promoting right now? What do you got coming up?
Right now I've been doing my cameos, and I did FabFitFun, and then I'm supposed to do a Facebook Live for Latitude 28 next Thursday.
Okay. What is that? Oh,
It's a music review show.
Is that something that you're doing that's outside of TLC?
Yes.
Okay. And is
I'm
that
getting
like
paid for it? That's why
you're
I'm
getting
doing it.
you're not getting paid for it?
I am getting paid for
Okay. So you're getting paid to do a music review show.
Yeah.
And that got approved? Yeah. Really? Okay. So what is that? You're going to be like a host, and then you listen to new music,
like a co-host, and it's like listening to up and coming stars in the music industry and talk about the music that we listen to.
Oh, that's cool. And it's on Facebook. It's a Facebook Live. It's not on a network. It's on Facebook. Yeah. So that's how it got approved. Yeah, it's not on a competing network. Okay. And then the cameos is something you want to promote. And then you have a job. You said, or you just?
Yeah, I have a job. I take care of mentally handicapped adults in their home.
Really? Now, is that difficult with you being on TV and being popular, or does it not cross over? No, you just.
No, it don't cross over, and it's very rewarding. It is, and I enjoy it.
Oh, that's cool. So you had that job before, and then you just said, I'm going to keep doing that, regardless of the TV thing. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay, awesome. And then what is your Cameo? We'll shout that out so that
It's
people can.
Danielle Jbali.
Danielle, is that Mohammed's last name?
Yes.
Did you guys get married?
Yeah, we got married.
And then you're divorced now?
Yeah.
Okay, I knew that. But I mean, but you kept the name.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. So you're going to keep the name until you can find a guy that knows how to act. Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody.
I didn't ask to change the name, especially because I would have to pay for a new driver's license, a new passport,
Yeah.
my STNA license, and my school ID, and all. It ends up after a while.
Okay, so you're
But
keeping
I
it.
got more important things to do
Yeah.
with my money and time.
That's right. And if you ever need more money, you got a guy for that too. Yeah. Yeah. Danielle, sorry. You are the best. This has been so much fun. And thank you so much for doing this
You're
for me.
welcome.
Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. This was fun. Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.